Chair Maricki,
Here.
we have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item.
C, approve the January 25th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Okay, we have an approval by Commissioner Baydoun, supported by Commissioner Hados. Any questions, changes? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. That passes. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
And just a note, we can vote on our tablets. They should be working today. All right. That's it. Next item.
Item 1, under new business, requesting commission approval of Amendment 3 to a one-year comparable source contract with Signs by Cranny to improve signage and wayfinding at the Holiday Nature Preserve.
Okay, I know Director Bradford is here on this. Good morning.
Good morning, Alicia Bradford, DPS Parks Division Director.
So this is more signage that's going in, the same kind of signs.
Yes, Madam Chair. So we do our annual branding for all of our park signages across Wayne County parks. And this is for improvements for our Holiday Nature Preserve signage. As you may know, we received ARPA funding for improvements for Holiday Nature Preserve, in which we're working on that. But this will work with that in conjunction. So once we have an updated Holiday Nature Preserve with respective amenities and trails connections, we'll also have the updated signage again in wayfinding.
Okay, great. And the signs are awesome.
Thank you so much.
So that'll be good. And also Inkster Valley is going to have some more signage?
Well, the work has been majority completed at Inkster Valley for the retaining wall. There is just some small signage that needs to be completed there. And then we have some other ancillary locations that will be putting additional park signage in.
Okay, great.
Yes. Mhm.
Any questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll take these all together at the end. Okay, next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Romulus for improvements to Jimmy Raspberry Park.
This is from Park Village. Questions? Okay. Next item.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year contract with Cadillac Asphalt LLC to increase the coal patch quantities at the county's Norton Yard location in the city of Livonia and for coal patch mixture delivery to various job locations.
Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory, but does anyone want to come up and give us? Come on, Michelle. So we're really increasing that's a good thing, the cold patch quantity.
Yes, it is. Michelle Yancey, DPS admin. This is just to facilitate the increase at that one particular yard so that we have enough for this freeze thaw that we just had, just to fill the patches and things.
Yeah, because they're already starting.
Yes.
Yep. So good. Any questions on this? And we are getting a notice, I believe from Darcel, about the pothole. Is that from you? The pothole? Yeah. So that is helpful.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank you. Next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of retroactive Amendment 2 to a 3-year comparable source contract with the 1-year option to renew with Siemens Industry to continue providing monthly preventative maintenance on building automation system equipment, emergency services support, software, consultation, and field panel preventive maintenance and support.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioner.
There we go. Good morning, Commissioners. Gregory Hurst, Director of Facilities Management and Planning. So the Siemens contract covers our preventative maintenance and any issues that we have with our building automation systems. Quite frankly, it's really just to control the temperatures in the building. So these are the arms of the building that control where we can set the temps for day in, day out for the different buildings. It gives us access to that. This contract is, it's stated as retroactive. It's more of a renewal for us just to extend it. And we have not expensed any funds against this contract. We were, of course, waiting until we had approval from the commission before we started doing any additional work.
And it's also noted as a comparable source.
So yes, so these are Siemens systems.
Okay.
And so Siemens is coming to perform maintenance on their systems.
On their own system. I
Correct.
just had one question. You might not know this because you are so new, but they mentioned in the original contract that Siemens was working at the Children's Mental Health location, and they said the building's gone now. Do you know where that was? I never even heard of it.
Actually, I'm not sure. I can look into it if
Well,
necessary.
I was
but-
just curious. I figured you've been here such a short time. Any questions on this? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 2-year contract with the 1-year option to renew with Burt Forest Products Company to continue providing on-demand lumber, plywood, and supplies for the Department of Public Services Equipment Division.
Okay. Anyone on this? Good morning.
Good morning again, Michelle Yancey, DPS admin. This is a renewal of our contract to supply lumber, plywood, and other items.
And this is as needed, right?
Yes,
Up
it is
to-
as
Up to
needed.
this
Yes, ma'am.
amount?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We want to make sure roads and has everything they need, to make sure our roads are safe and things.
Yep, sounds good. Questions? All right, thank you. Next item?
Item 6, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 2-year contract with the 1-year option to renew with Action Traffic Maintenance to continue to furnish guardrail beams, parts, and accessories on an as-needed basis.
Okay, and there's no change in the dollar amount in this contract. It's just an extension on time. And as needed. Any questions on this? All right, next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of retroactive Amendment 3 to a sublease agreement with the City of Dearborn Heights to pay for the month-to-month tenancy for the use of 750 square feet for the prosecutor's office, Out County office in Dearborn Heights Justice Center.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. Tony Guerrero, Chief of Legislation, Grants and Community Relations for the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. This item has been a long time coming, and I have to thank Mr. Hurst and his division, and I have to thank Corp Counsel for working with us. A couple of years ago, we discovered that the lease for our Out County office had not been paid. We initiated the process of coming forward to get it taken care of. In fact, thanks to Commission Counsel, a resolution was located, I believe it's Resolution 2018-258, that called for payment for a 3-year period of August of 2017 to August of 2020. While that was approved by the commission, no one ever implemented the payment till we brought it to everyone's attention, and we thank everybody for getting that taken care of. What we've done here is a third amendment to the sublease agreement. We have occupied that Out County office space since 2008. We expect that we will be there for quite some time into the future. And you will see if this third amendment is approved by this committee and by the commission, then we will be submitting the fourth amendment that will take us, we'll pick up from January of 2023 all the way to December 31st of 2026. We do want the committee and the commission to know the prosecutor's office services 16 district courts from that 750 square feet that we have. This particular amendment covers a period from August 31st of 2020 through December 31st of 2022. And the reason is there was never any indication within the documents of when the month-to-month tenancy would terminate. This amendment actually memorializes that the month-to-month tenancy at $950 per month terminates as of December 31, 2022. The fourth amendment that will be coming to you hopefully in another month or so covers the period from January of 2023 to December 31st of 2026 and incorporates an increase in the rent from $950 to $1,050 per month. I know that's a mouthful from me, but if there are any questions, I'm certainly happy to answer them.
Commissioner Kinloch.
My question is, since we are utilizing this space on subleasing, is there any signage that the county has, specifically the Office of the Prosecutor, on the building and in and around that space?
I'm sorry, Commissioner, not on the outside of the building. However, the space, the 750 square feet we have is on the second floor, which is across from one of the courtrooms. And there's signage there that indicates it's a Wayne County office and it's limited access. You can't get in. I can't even get in there unless you have a swipe card.
That's understandable, but see if we can get some signage so people know that county money at work.
Certainly.
Okay, thank you.
I'm happy to do so, but I have to turn to Mr. Hurst and ask if his division would take care of that.
Thank you.
I will follow up on it.
Thank you. Whenever we're utilizing money and subleasing, I want us to make sure we have signage and people know that we're there. Yeah,
Point well taken.
thank you.
Thank you. So I'm a little bit confused. During this time, was Dearborn Heights getting payment at all from the month to month? Did Dearborn Heights ever come to the
They
county and
didn't.
say,
Madam Chair, they didn't even know until we were in the midst of auditing our leases and realized, hey, this resolution 2018-258 was approved by the commission, but the Heights had never been paid. So
and they didn't even know?
no, and we've been working feverishly with them to get this taken care of. It's just
So they will
not
be
fair to them.
back paid at what the rent was at that, and then the new rent will start this year with Amendment 4.
With it, no, it starts with Amendment 4, but it begins January 1st of 2023.
Oh, right.
We're
okay,
already,
right,
we're already a year behind on
right.
that.
And the increase starts January 1st of 2023.
That's correct.
Okay,
This payment, pardon me, this payment is 28 months and 1 day, $26,630.65.
okay. All right, Commissioner Kinloch.
And definitely want to thank the courts for allowing you all to stay there that long, but I guess it was public use. But just for a point of clarity, I asked that it be included in any lease that come before the commission, but just make sure that it's, you all determine the size of the signage both on exterior and interior. Yeah,
Will do.
yeah, thank you.
We'll make sure that it's conspicuous.
You bring it.
And I will approach the Dearborn Heights officials. There's a digital sign in front of the building. And
That'd be sufficient.
we would ask that,
Yeah.
I would say you can see that from the road easily. I will ask them if they will include Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on that sign as well.
Thank you.
Council, do you have anything to add to this?
Through the chair, no.
Okay. How about our council? Anything to add? Nothing. Okay, any more questions on this? Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Glad
much.
we got that all straightened out. And I'm still really surprised Dearborn Heights didn't even realize they weren't getting paid.
Right.
Okay, next item.
Moving to the addenda, item 8, requesting commission approval of a cooperative agreement with the one-year option to renew with Professional Engineering Associates, Inc., DBA PEA Group, to develop and provide construction drawings and plan for improvements to the Nankin Mills Interpretive Center campus and comfort station in the city of Westland.
Okay, Commissioner, Director Bradford, if you could come up again. Hello again.
Hello again, Madam Chair and Commission. This request for approval with PEA is for our project through ARPA funding. in which we plan on, and conceptually, we have drawings, but we plan on doing Nankin Mills campus plan improvements for the outside of the campus, including the Nankin Mills Comfort Station that's directly across the street from our office, putting in an ADA ramp for compliance and accessibility, as well as looking at the improvements on our second and third floors within the Nankin Mills Interpretive Center. So what we'll be able to do is transition from our Nankin Mills Interpretive Center. As you know, we did improvements in 2019 on the first floor. So do the subsequent floors of the museums. And then we'll create an educational outdoor space at the Nankin Mills campus. So then on the outside of the building, we'll be reconfiguring some access for our maintenance team, also to provide some looping for our Light Fest activities during that time of the season, and to also transition over to our Ellsworth Boardwalk and to the other access and amenities that are directly across from our office. So this will be all part of PEA's contract in order to come up with those drawings and to assist us with appropriate signage, wayfinding with the subcontractors that are listed there as well.
And this is all ARPA money.
This is all ARPA funding, correct?
Okay. Are schools using the facility at this point? Are they bringing students over ever?
Madam Chair, it's very limited. We have abbreviated hours because of some of our operating schedules, but they are in the afternoon from 1 to 4. But we plan on reactivating the hours shortly. So we'll have accessibility all day until we begin the construction. Then we will kind of scale that back. We were waiting because of the timing of having the construction, but since we'll be a couple of months out, we will open it for full hours of the building, so individuals will be able to come in for more availability.
Okay, and after this project's done, do you think that it'll be great, like for elementary schools to come over and to
Oh,
use?
yes.
Okay.
Yep, for the campus and also for the Nankin Mills building as well. Again, we're doing the improvements on the second and third floor. So they'll have interactive displays. They'll have, enhanced history on those respective floors about the Mills, Henry Ford, and as well on our third floor about our Native Americans, the Potawatomi Indians, and of course, as that can be in a connection for the Underground Railroad and information about the African-American history in that area.
Great. Well, the first floor turned out wonderful, so this will be an exciting project.
Thank you.
Any questions on this? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I would entertain, I can't. What's that? Yeah, I want your password. I have to just keep hitting that then, right? Just in case.
Take it off, but.
Thank you.
Next to you, not trying to read this. Oh, okay.
Oh, yours isn't either? Okay, I would
Madam
entertain,
Chair, I will make a motion to move items 1 through 8 to the full board for consideration.
thank you for the support. All right, we have an approval and a support to move the agenda forward to full board. Any questions, any comments before we vote? All right. Everybody, please vote if you can. She'll vote for you, yeah. Is that the vote you wanted? Okay.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you. All right, next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I've heard of none. Next item.
G, public comments.
Okay, do we have any emails?
No emails.
All right, anyone from the chamber here that would like to address us? Seeing no one coming forward, anybody on Zoom or on the phone that would like to address the Committee on Public Services for 2 minutes apiece?
There's a Bob Jenkins on Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, go ahead.
I've been a Wayne County, pardon my voice, it's coming back. I was gone entirely last week. I've been a Wayne County resident for about 20 years.
Mr.
and-
Jenkins, could you speak a little louder? We're having a hard time
Sure.
hearing you.
Sure. That a little better?
Yeah, that is better.
Okay. I've been a Wayne County resident for about 20 years. We live in Sumter Township on a gravel road. And for the most part, we're quiet people. We don't try to burn our house down or have the police over all the time for anything happening. So we stay pretty much to ourselves. But the road, the maintenance on the gravel roads has deteriorated over a period of time. And I was just wondering if there was a particular reason for it, or, something has, happened that caused it to get different than it was in the past. There doesn't seem to be a plan about when they get done. I asked somebody about mean time between failure, and they didn't recognize what that was. So, just curious about, I may not even be speaking to the right group. I did my best to come to the right spot, but if anybody's got any suggestions about what I could do to help turn this around, I'd appreciate that.
We don't have a back and forth conversation with public comments, but could you tell me again what area you're concerned about? What
I'm in
part?
Sumter Township in
You're
Belleville.
talking about all of Sumter then?
Yes, we've had many people comment the same way. We've gotten a lot of feedback once they brought the topic up.
Okay, so there's not a particular road. You're just talking about Sumter
Well,
Township.
yeah, no, I'm on a particular road, Dunn Road, but
Okay,
I would really like to see a general solution, not a specific.
okay, thank you. Well, we have DPS in this meeting, so your point is well taken and we'll get back to you. Also, if you would want to send me an email,
I would be happy
And-
to.
and then I will also send it to your commissioner.
Okay, very good.
And
Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate the
thank you.
opportunity. Take care.
bye.
Bye.
Any other person on Zoom or the phone that would like to address Committee on Public Services? Okay. I don't hear or see anybody else. Madam Clerk.
Adjournment.
Okay,
So moved.
we have an approval and a support by Commissioner Kinley.